Welcome back, boys and girls, to another installment of Mr. Hatch Reads, where Mr. Hatch reads. On today's episode, we are going to be reading The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. There are several short stories in here. We're just going to be reading 3 of them today. This is by John Scieszka and Lane Smith. If either of them watches this and I butchered your names, sorry, I tried. It's interesting. This book is dedicated to our close personal special friend. Insert your name here. JS and LS. Funny. I know. The page is upside down. I meant to do that. Whoever looks at that dedication stuff anyhow? If you really want to read it, you can always stand on your head. Didn't think of that. A long time ago, people used to tell magical stories of wonder and enchantment. Those stories were called fairy tales. Those stories are not in this book. The stories in this book are almost fairy tales, but not quite. The stories in this book are fairly stupid tales. I mean, what else would you call a story like Goldilocks and the 3 Elephants? This girl walking through the woods smells peanut porridge cooking. She decides to break into the elephant's house, eat the porridge, sit in the chairs, and sleep in the beds. But when she gets in the house, she can't climb up on baby elephant's chair because it's too big. She can't climb up on Mama Elephant's chair because it's much too big. And she can't climb up on Papa Elephant's chair because it's much, much too big. So she goes home. The end. And if you don't think that's fairly stupid, you should read Little Red Running Shorts, or maybe The Stinky Cheese Man. In fact, you should definitely go read the stories now, because the rest of this introduction just kind of goes on and doesn't really say anything. I stuck it onto the end here so it would fill up the page and make it look like I really knew what I was talking about. So stop now. I mean it. Quit reading. Turn the page. If you read this last sentence, it won't tell you anything. I guess he warned us. Warning. It has been determined that these tales are fairly stupid and probably dangerous to your health. Oh, that's good. Okay, first one we're going to read is called Chicken Licken. Once upon a time, send this on here. Here we go. Once upon a time, Chicken Licken was standing around when a piece of something fell on her head. She wasn't the brightest thing on 2 legs, so she started running around in circles, clucking, "The sky is falling! The sky is falling! We must tell the president!" Chicken Licken ran to her friend Ducky Lucky and clucked, "Ducky Lucky, Ducky Lucky, the sky is falling! The sky is falling! We must tell the president!" "Let's go!" quacked Ducky Lucky. Chicken Licken and Ducky Lucky ran to their friend Goosey Lucy and yelled, "Goosey Lucy, Goosey Lucy, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. We must tell the president." "Let's go," honked Goosey Lucy. Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, and Goosey Lucy ran to their friend Cocky Locky and yelled, "Cocky Locky, Cocky Locky, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. We must tell the president." "Let's go," crowed Cocky Locky. Making that noise a lot lately. Wait a minute, cried Jack the narrator. "I forgot the table of contents. I forgot the table of contents." "Hey, you're not in this story," said Chicken Licken. "I know," said Jack the narrator, "but I came to warn you. The table of contents is—" "The sky is falling, the sky is falling," clucked Chicken Licken. "We must tell the president." So Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky ignored Jack the narrator and ran off to catch a plane to Washington. Just outside the airport, they met Foxy Loxy. "Foxy Loxy, Foxy Loxy, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. We must tell the president," yelled Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. "Well, come with me," said Foxy Loxy. "I know a shortcut to the airport." Foxy Loxy led Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky to his cave. He didn't get to eat them, though, because Chicken Licken was almost right. The sky wasn't falling. The table of contents was. It fell and squashed everybody. The end. Uh, you just have to. All right. I thought it was funny. Okay. Second story we're going to read is The Other Frog Prince. Once upon a time, once upon a time, there was a frog. One day, when he was sitting on his lily pad, he saw a beautiful princess sitting by the pond. He hopped in the water, swam over to her, and poked his head out of the weeds. Pardon me, O beautiful princess, he said in his most sad and pathetic voice. I wonder if you could help me. The princess was about to jump up and run, but she felt sorry for the frog with the sad and pathetic voice. So she asked, What can I do to help you, little frog? Well, said the frog, I'm not really a frog, but a handsome prince who was turned into a frog by a wicked witch's spell. And the spell can only be broken by the kiss of a beautiful princess. The princess thought about this for a second, and then lifted the frog from the pond and kissed him. I was just kidding, said the frog. He jumped back into the pond, and the princess wiped the frog slime off her lips. The end. But you didn't see that coming. Hmm? Last one. Possibly my favorite one of these selections. It's called The Really Ugly Duckling. Once upon a time, there was a mother duck and a father duck who had 7 baby ducklings. 6 of them were regular-looking ducklings. The 7th was a really ugly duckling. Everyone used to say, what a nice-looking bunch of ducklings. All except that one. Boy, he's really ugly. The really ugly duckling heard these people, but he didn't care. He knew that one day he would probably grow up to be a swan and be bigger and look better than anything in the pond. See? But he had dreams, and anything he set his mind to. Well, as it turned out, he was just a really ugly duckling, and he grew up to be just a really ugly duck. The end. Yes, those are done. Haha. I still don't have a way to sign off the video, so I will just continue to end these things by saying